Okay, there goes that peely. Hey weirdos, welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you guys doing today? I know you just saw me yesterday, but I wanted to put up this bonus video. Yesterday's video was the one on my left hand. That'll be up in the cards if you missed it. It has been 5 days and I'm gonna pop some peelies. And I know that a lot of you really wanted to see how I do this, so I'm gonna show you. I start by filing around the perimeter of my nail. I'm using a 100 grit file. I should mention that underneath this dip mani, there is more dip powder because that's like my foundation to keep my nails from breaking in between dips. And that's why I feel comfortable using a 100 grit file. If you do not have dip under your dip, you can absolutely use a finer grit file. I've got my 150 here. I'm going to use that near my cuticle area. Normally I wouldn't because there is a little bit of space of growth from, when I first did the dip application, but because I still have a teeny tiny little injury on my thumb from when I cut myself with my e-file. Yes, I still do that. So if you do it too, you're not alone. We're in this club together. So I'm going to take that and go around my cuticle area. I am essentially breaking the seal of my top coat so I can easily pop these off. And you're going to see me pop them all off and how I will kind of prep my nail for the next mani. Other things that you may need to remove your peel base nails, I'm going to use a orange wood stick. You can, I suppose, use a cuticle pusher, but I find the wooden cuticle sticks, like the orange wood sticks, manicure sticks, whatever you want to call them, they're so much more gentle on your natural nail. So if you have peel base on your natural nail and you don't want to damage your natural nail, I would highly suggest using an orange wood stick to remove your peely nails. I'm also going to use some cuticle oil. That's going to kind of lube everything up, if you will, and make pop off a little bit easier, kind of gets in there and breaks up that peel base. I will give you some tips along the way in case any of this stuff doesn't work for you, because I've done a lot of experimenting with peel base over the last 100 years. As you can see, I'm going in with that cuticle oil. This is my favorite scent right now from Candi Skin Care. It's the Twilight Woods. If you like very musky, perfumey type smells, you would love that scent. So go check it out. I'll leave it in the box for you guys. I'm going to massage that in, focusing this oil around the cuticle area and my sidewalls, pretty much where I just filed, in hopes that it seeps in there a little bit, starts working on that peel base. Peel base, for the most part, is water activated, so when it comes in contact with water, it starts to break up. That is my hope for the cuticle oil. So here's that orange wood stick I was telling you about. You're not going to use the pointy end, you're going to use that angled flat end, and you're going to find a spot, usually near the top of the cuticle area, and you're going to ever so gently wiggle that in between the dip overlay and your nail, and we're going to slide it down the whole sidewall, and that should loosen it up enough to come right off. And as you can see, the finish on my nail is exactly as it was, and there is zero damage to any of my product. Now, that one came off super easy, right? And this one's going to come off pretty easy too, but sometimes you have to go in and do a little bit more filing to make sure you break that seal completely before you go popping it off. This can be a little bit of a process, but if you do not like soaking your nails in acetone, this might be a great alternative for you. I'm going to leave a soak off video in the cards in case you guys want to take a look at that too. It's a little aged, but I would use the same exact method as I used in that video. I will be doing an updated soak off video probably sometime in the near future, maybe, if you guys want an updated version of that. So I'm going to go in. I did try to remove the middle and the ring. Those were giving me some trouble, so I may have to do some filing. And for me, it's not a big deal. I think the entire process, most of this is real time, if I'm being honest. The whole thing took me maybe 15 minutes, which granted, it would probably take me less time to soak off my nails. But again, this doesn't involve any acetone. There's no chemicals sitting on your hands, nothing drying out your skin, and you're not breathing any fumes. So for me, I like this technique, especially because I have an overlay on my natural nail. I know a lot of people like to use builder gel on their natural nail and then dip over that. If that's you, this method of, dip application and removal would be perfect. While I'm working on my Peelies right now, I wanted to take a moment and say thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Marlakris. This is what I do. Usually not rip nails off of myself. I usually do application type stuff and overlays and dip powder and all those type shenanigans. So if that's the kind of stuff that you enjoy, feel free to subscribe. I would love to have you as part of the Manny fam. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up so I know you liked it. This pinky, for those of you who have been around for a minute, you know my pinkies are my problem nails, and this peel base shenaniganery was no exception. I did have to go in and file ever so slightly again on the pinky nail, and then that happened. There goes that peely. So that one came off pretty easy too after I showed it a little bit of aggression. And sometimes you have to. I'm not saying tear your nails to shreds, but you gotta show those nails who's boss ever so often. So I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna get this last nail popped, and then from there I'm gonna do a little bit of filing. There might be a little bit of dip product left on your nail, some kind of residue, maybe where the peel base stuck extra well. I'm gonna go ahead and file that off, get my cuticles prepped for my next mani, and I'll be back with you guys for I know I said final thoughts, but I'm popping in. Just wanted to let you guys know that I'm using the Melody Susie 2-in-1 e-file dust collector, and that is a cuticle ball bit. Both products will be in my Amazon storefront down below in case you're interested. So I went ahead, finished up all my cuticle prep, which was pretty minimal because, like I said, it's only been 5 days since I did this mani. There wasn't a ton of cuticle growth, which is typical for me. My nails do grow relatively quickly, but because I do them so often, I don't usually have to prep a lot. That you'll have to adjust depending on your situation and your nails and your cuticles. Did finish up with my Candi Skin Care cuticle oil yet again, because that's how I literally finish everything that I do with my nails. My nails always get treated like royalty with my Candi Skin Care after every process I do. So here's what the nails looked like before on my right hand and what they look after on my left. As you can see, they are identical. So I hope you found this helpful. Thank you so much for tolerating me 2 days in a row. I will catch you guys in the next one. Love you, bye.